Hey, Jody, can you hear me? Mm. Well, I don't know if I'm live or not. It says I am. Um, Jody is in. Oh, there you
Hey,
are.
hey, Dad. I don't. I'm just not getting a very good connection, I guess.
Are you
But
at the air?
did you say kind of what? Yeah, I'm at the airport. We're actually waiting to. They're going to be calling last call pretty soon to board. But where I'm excited to go to the Donnie Smith show. How about you?
Yeah, no, I'm excited. We're both flying out this afternoon. I fly out a little bit later, but it's the Hampster Winter Nationals. It's Donnie Smith's 81st birthday, and it's the Donnie Smith Show. The Donnie Smith Show is the biggest show in the Midwest. It's like the spring breakout for all the people out there. They're anxious to get out, and they got a lot of snow this year. Uh, Fortunately, we got none. They got it all
Is there snow on the ground now?
out there. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sure there is. I mean, yeah,
yeah. I guess they do get a lot of snow out there.
yeah, they got a lot of snow. So we're anxious to go to the show. We've got a lot of festivities going on the whole time while we're out there, and we've got a banquet and actually a meet and greet tonight, and then a banquet tomorrow night, and then another deal Saturday night. Hey, Rusty, how you doing?
What's up, Mr. Perwitz?
Yeah. Hey,
How
thanks for.
excited are you to see me?
Oh, I'm real. Oh, I'm
I think he's
real
I think he's more excited to see
excited,
his
Rusty.
daughter because
Can't
she
wait
hasn't
to
been
see you.
home in a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah,
For
no
sure.
kidding. Um,
Yeah, so those of you guys that have been following me on social media, I've been on like a whirlwind trip. I just went to the Prowl in Bisbee, Arizona with a gang of myself and five other guys. Danger Dan, who I have become a huge fan of. Randy Detroit, wicked good guy. Kickstart Mike, um, as well as a guy named Al, and then one of my favorite people, Brian Helm. So the six of us rode from Dallas out to Bisbee. We went by way of Mexico, which was really cool. I know, Dad, you're probably frowning upon that right now, but we already did it. We're back safe in the United States. Um, we camped on the side of the road, literally. My first time sleeping in a sleeping bag in the dirt.
Wait a minute. Wait a
But
minute.
I
You're,
actually,
you mean on top of a picnic table?
yeah. So I was kind of chicken and was a little nervous about getting bit by a scorpion, so I didn't want to sleep in the desert on the dirt. I chose to sleep on the picnic table. Um,
And now
but
tell
I can't.
how about the sleeping bag though? That saved you.
It did. It did. Rusty let me borrow a sleeping bag. Um, and it 100% saved me. And this trip was not for the faint at heart. I thought about, Dad, probably 75% of the guys that we ride with would not have done this trip.
Oh, I'm sure.
Just
I'm sure.
we probably did about 1,500 miles in 3 days, and it was nonstop. We did not go any highways. We did all back roads, zigzagging across America, and there was so many beautiful spots, and it was freezing cold, and then it was slightly warm. I think the warmest it was maybe 70, which I thought I'm going 2,500 miles south. You would think that it would be warm, which that's what I was prepared for. So I pretty much wore everything that I had every day. Um, and it was a great trip. And then I left my bike in Santa Fe and actually Albuquerque at Thunderbird Holly Davidson, who helped me out big time. I ended up in a huge snowstorm and just honestly couldn't ride anymore. I was freezing cold. I was soaked. I just couldn't go any further. So anyway, I left it out there and then I'm gonna fly back and ride it to Salt Lake City for the Kyle Petty ride the end of April, which I'm really excited about. And also I wanted to give which Rusty hooked me up big time with my bike. He put a brand new D&D exhaust on it, which it already had one on it, but that bike has almost 100,000 miles on that pipe. So I got a new
And it
exhaust
still
as well as
held up perfectly, right?
it did. It did not skip a beat. Um, he also put a Thundermax on it and tuned it so it literally ran like a champ. And I got a new radio from Rockford. So when I left Bisbee, I left by myself and rode to Santa Fe. It was about 550 miles. I was going 80, 85 the whole way and it did not skip a beat. So, um, huge shout out to this guy over here, as well as Thundermax for making a great product. I'm definitely going to be putting that bike to the test in the next couple months because I'll be doing a lot of miles between the Kyle Petty ride and then riding to Sturgis and all that. So it was a good trip, but I can tell you, I can't wait to get in my own bed.
Yeah. How bad? Hey, so tell us about going down to Bisbee and the Prowl and Jay Allen's place. What about all that?
Yeah, so Bisbee, I was actually really surprised at how mountainous it is. It's hills, it's like a little town in the mountains. There's no flat streets, they're all inclines. And when I say inclines, I'm talking steep inclines. This town is actually a mile high. So you're already at elevation. And Jay Allen's place, dad, you gotta go there. It was so cool, like
Yeah.
just all his bikes and memorabilia, and he's got a ton of stuff from the Broken Spoke and his cool old trucks and that kind of stuff. It was really really cool. I loved going there. And then he took us to this place called Juniper Flats that was up this mountain dirt road. You could see like, I don't know, they call them states, but 3 states in Mexico. It was just beautiful at the top. And Danger Dan and a couple of the other guys rode their choppers up this rocky dirt road while me and Jay rode in the truck, in his old truck. And they are just animals. They are such animals. I want to ride like Danger Dan.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that, you know. You'd
Yeah,
have
well, it's
rigid, rigid shovel head, right? That's what
yeah, and he did not. I mean, this thing was a ratty old bike that he went 85, 90 the whole way, did not skip a beat.
and on an old flat side shovel.
Yeah, I mean, he was moving, he's riding in the dirt, he's doing donuts, he's doing burnouts, like he is an animal on that thing. He knows that bike.
You know, I
Yeah.
wonder if did he say Boston Billy um did the engine on that? I think Dan told.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know what? I bet he did. I
yeah,
bet he did.
Billy Coombs from
Remember.
B&B Racing. Billy is an old friend of ours. He's originally from up here. He did the motor on Jody's 63 Pan. And
Yeah,
yeah, he is a miracle worker on those old bikes, you know. We got to get a hold of him. We got to get a hold of
we
Billy,
do.
get him on our
Yeah,
show.
as a matter of fact, Dan had on one of his shirts one of
Oh,
the days. Yeah, a
nope.
B&B shirt.
Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Billy did that motor for him. You know, seeing as how it ran so well.
Yeah, I mean, him and his buddy Al, who was also on a shovelhead. I mean, both of them, they kind of tinkered a little tiny bit here and there,
Yeah.
but nothing major. They did not skip a beat. And he texted me last night that he made it back to Dallas.
Wow.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I give him huge props, and he is just such an all-around great guy, and I had so much fun with him. Just such a different trip. It
Oh, I'll
was
bet.
literally a whirlwind of all aspects.
Right. Not quite what we're used to.
No,
Right.
not at all. The luxury of hotels did not exist.
Yep. How about the one day you sent me a picture of all the temperature, the weather, and
Oh yeah, weather.
140
It
all
was
day?
warmer. One day we left Texas, and it was warmer in Massachusetts than it was in Texas.
Really?
Go figure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no kidding. Um,
yeah.
so what are you getting ready to board the plane?
Yeah, so I don't know if this is gonna cut me off probably, but so I gotta go. Um, we will try to tune in. We'll try to go live on Saturday from the Donnie Smith show.
Yes,
Um,
by Law Tigers and Indian Motorcycles.
Thank you. Yeah, so huge shout out to Indian Motorcycles and Law Tigers for sponsoring Chopper History. We appreciate you guys for helping us out, which Law Tigers is going to be at the Donnie Smith show. I talked to Lionel yesterday.
Oh, good. Well, we
So
can do a live video from there.
yeah. So Lionel will be there. So we'll be sure to, get some live stuff on Saturday for you guys so you can check out what a cool show it is.
Yeah, and we'll have a lot more to talk about
All right.
at that point. Well, I guess that kind of wraps up the show. I'm on my way to the airport right now myself. And obviously Jody's getting on the plane. So she just got cut off. But I guess that's the end of the show for today. Next week we'll both be back in the shop. So we'll have a special guest next week. I'm not sure.
For
Right?
those of you guys that
Yeah, you're in and out, Jody. No. Okay. Well, that ends our show for today. We will talk to you probably on Saturday. We'll go live from the Donnie Smith show. We're looking forward to it. There's always a big crowd at the Donnie Smith show. The weather is not looking bad. It's going to be in the 40s out there. So that's a good thing. So anyways, thanks to Indian Motorcycles and Law Tigers, and we will see you next week.